Well, hello there and welcome back. This is the second live hour that we've dedicated to our one-day special, and boy has it been a popular one. It's amazing because we've got a one-day special, we've got a secondary bundle and some fabulous papers, and everything can be brought together in an amazing complete collection, the details of which are on the screen. Just a few little things that I need to mention to you before we kick things off. We're talking extended delivery with this one because of course it's coming from overseas, so we're looking at the 23rd of July, 22nd of July, do apologise. And I know that we'll have many people watching from America during this. Just to let you know that you may experience slight a delay with your delivery. The reason being is obviously we will hand it over to couriers in America, but because of current things that are going on, there may be a slight delay with it getting to you. But don't worry, you will get your tracking details the moment we hand it over, so you can track it every single step of the way until it arrives safely at your door. So don't worry too much about that. But we have got an amazing deal for you. We've got a wonderful one-day special, we've got a complete collection, we've got some fabulous papers, and we've got Els. And Els joined us straight away. We had an amazing hour at 6 o'clock, Els. Thank you so much for everything that you taught us.
It was amazing. Yeah, and I had so much fun myself. So it's always great to see that actually you all like it as well. And that's, of course, for the designers. Because I know Charlene and Ilse are watching. So it's very fun for them, of course, because they work so hard on this collection. And for us, of course, to see as Elizabeth Craft Designs that our customers and your customers like it so much, that is really, really rewarding. So yeah, very happy. I had loads of fun and looking forward to the next hour.
And you're on a little bit of a journey yourself with this, because this is kind of a new area of crafting for you.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually in a townhouse, a row house, as we call it in Europe, I think, in Canada at the moment, and only like an hour away from my daughter and the grandchildren and son-in-law. But we are in quarantine for 14 days because we want to see them, of course. And to do that, we were able to cross the border as family, but then you need to quarantine for 14 days. So I will have 14 crafty days in front of me. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. Of course, looking forward to see the grandkids. But, you know, 14 crafty days doesn't seem wrong.
And especially when you're working with such an amazing bundle. Now, I'm going to let you get ready. Els, if it's okay, can we kind of do what we did before and have a look through those fabulous little journals when we come back to you in a few moments?
Absolutely. I will set up.
Now that gives me the opportunity to tell you all about the one-day special and that additional bundle. So your one-day special is the core of the whole deal. So you can see here you've got a fabulous deal popping up on your screen where you are saving £14. But within here you've got a variety of different dies that are going to help you get so creative with your art journals and your junk journals. And you can see here you've got your pocket die. You've also got some amazing kind of words of inspiration and sentiments. You've got some fabulous kind of positioning holes that are going to be perfect for you to stitch not only your pages and your signatures, but also your covers. Some wonderful stencils, and I love these elongated stencils, which means that you can make your pages and your covers longer. And then you've got some wonderfully inspirational stamps with these, all about creativity and just doing what makes you happy. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, and also enjoy every step of the way. Then you've got these wonderful stamps. Now you can see here you've got your hippie chicks with those wonderful stamps, those gorgeous little faces, and your beautiful poppies with your kind of seed pod featuring there, and you'll see those elements appearing within the papers that I'll show you about in a few moments. One thing I will mention, well, I think of it, when you get that large die home, you'll see that you've got your pocket with all the elements on there. Now, don't throw the packaging away at all, because you will need that die off the back there, which is going to create a fabulous tag that will fit within that pocket. And you will see Els showing you all the wonderful words of sentiment in there. And it's very clever, but I'll let Els explain that one to you in a few moments. So that's your one-day special. You've got a £14 saving with that one, but don't worry, hold on to that saving while I tell you about set number 2. Similarly, with set number 2, you've got lots of elements that are going to cross-pollinate with set number 1, which is your one-day special. But you've got even more creativity with these. You'll see again, you've got 2 of those wonderfully large stencils here, and I love this because you can kind of pick out the words there. And artsy pants is one of the wonderful sentiments from your one-day special as well, so that of course works beautifully well. Love that floral content that you've got there, and again you've got more of those fabulous little ladies there. Now on this particular one, oh, now we've got hippie chicks. These were Oh, I forgot what they're called. Funky chicks. Funky chicks, that's it. Then you've got your dies and your stamps. Now, within your dies and stamps, you'll find lots of elements like your dragonflies, your turtles. You'll see those featuring on the papers. Again, you've got lots of elements. I love the torn edges that you've got with these. The kind of what I call secretarial notepads when you tear out those pages. And of course, you've got your alphabet with regards to your stamps. So that is set number 2. Now, likewise, to set number 1, you are going to get a £14 saving on this one. But again, hang on to that saving for a few moments. We're up to £28 already. But check out the papers that Elsa's put in this bundle as well. And when you look at these, you'll recognise lots of those elements that we've just touched on a few moments ago. So instantly you can see the turtles there, you can see the floral content, you can see the dragonflies, you can see that scripted font echoing right the way through the whole collection of papers. And we're looking at 12 by 12 papers, brilliant quality, and they work so well along the whole idea that Els will take us through. Now, there's something quite clever about these papers because you'll find that you'll get duplicates. So there you go. So you think to yourself, brilliant. On the flip side, I've got another paper that I don't have to worry about sacrificing, and you are quite right. But what Els has done is she has taken that page, and you think to yourself, oh, there's going to be script on the back of this one. But no, there isn't. She's mixed up those pages, so no 2 pages are identical. You'll have 2 repeats of each of those prints, but they're not going to be identical pages, if that makes sense. Now, you have got a Freedom members discount on these as well. And again, you can see those gorgeous floral elements coming through. Freedom members, you are paying just £11.69 for this, which is why so many of you have been going for that complete collection and adding in a separate set of pages. So, of course, when you have completed and used those first set, you've got the joy of working on your next set as well. And the beauty is you can pop those into your complete collection. Now, you will be getting those in your complete collection anyway, but what I will explain to you is you're going to get those papers, you're going to get your £14 saving from set number 2, £14 saving from set number 1, and how about an additional £18 saving when you go for the complete bundle? That will mean that overall you are saving £46. Now, just when you think it can't get any better, you can spread the cost over 3 payments as well, which means you're going to be able to make it an incredibly affordable way for you to get hold of everything that Els is going to be taking us through. Now, Els will be showing you some wonderful little booklets and wonderful little panels and all sorts of gorgeous things, so you can add those in alongside your complete collection and spread the cost of those as well over 3 payments. Now, we were incredibly busy for this one before we even launched at 6 o'clock, but we are at the point now where 40% of the whole day stock of the complete collection have sold already. So if you fancy getting hold of them, I would certainly recommend you do that as soon as you possibly can, especially when you see what Els is going to be taking us through in the next few moments. Els, are you ready? Can I hand over to you?
Absolutely, I am ready. Yes. So first of all, and I said the first hour, these are the notebooks or the journals, and you don't have them over there because I forgot to send them to you. We only had the samples at the time. So we have the jeans here with the pockets on top, and that's kind of blue inside. And then we have the vintage brown, and that is this one, and it was the one I'm working on at the moment. And you see this kind of has a little bit of structure to it. So they're both like equally cool, I have to say, because this one with the pocket, and it's really like the jeans look, and this one more like, you know, I don't want to say if you say that's more traditional, but, you know, it's kind of a, you know, all-time, you know, always popular. And it has a light brown inside. And all of them have like 3 elastic bands in the center. And like this one, because this was a sample, so there will be a little piece of metal here to hold it together. But you have like 1, 2, 3 spaces that you can put your papers in. And how that works is, and let me show you the one from, so this is the one Charlene created for me. So how that works is, so you have those elastic, you see, so you have like little bundles, basically, of pages in each elastic band. So that's how it works. And so this one is like this thick, but you can see here what Ilse did. That's the same one. And she has like maybe 3, I think she has at least 3 times as much in there. So you can make it like very thick as well, very bulky. And like the feel of this, like just like the bulk here, that feels just really good. So let me get through them. I kind of flick through them. So and I can tell you a little bit about the dies as well. So first of all, what I have here, and I think I've seen it on the show, this is shrink foil. So Ilse and Charlene, they both make like little charms from shrink foil. They stamp and then they color it, and then you have your little charms there. So I think that's a cool idea already to put it on your journal. So this is the one from Ilse, and there's still like space to work on, and that's what's super cool. So here you see the stamps from the set. This as well. This is the paper and then cut out. The paper is absolutely gorgeous. For instance, I have a paper like this one. Look at that. That's just a page cut out. But look at that paper. The paper is absolutely gorgeous, I have to say. Then this one, these are just all the stamps and cut out, and then a piece of ribbon here. All tea bag. Like this is one of the elements of the Flower Power die sets. And this is actually one from their first die sets, because of course you can mix and match everything together. This is the stencil here that you see, the artsy pen. So that's part of this one. It is so cool to work with. Here again, here says Relax Sunshine. It's from the stamp set. So everything works together. This one, I think that's a super cool element. That is actually from the junk journal set. So this is a junk journal, and then this is used as a decorative piece. You can make it a little pocket as well. Look at that. So many, like this is one of the flowers, and then it's hiding behind here. This is a leftover from the edges, I see. And every time I look through this book, I see through this journal, I see new things. I think, oh, that's that. So the heart here is from the set. I actually have that cut out here. So that is from one of the sets. This is Flower Power. Here, a piece of linen. And that's from the first series. Here you see the artsy. So instead of artsy pens, you can just say artsy, of course. Elements cut out of the paper. There is so much you can see in here. Here again, you see, leftover here. There's also the leftover of the edge that she used here. That's cut out. I actually have one cut out like that for this show. Some papers that I can still work on. Here the edges. Here again the edges. So the leftover of the edges are really nice to use as well. So here a cutout with the dies, but then the piece that fall out she used here. You see, free. So you can do be free, but you can also do free. And I think there's a fly free would be nice as well. So like cutout elements. Oh, this one is a super fun one. It's actually hiding, you see. So it's hiding behind here, and I have that element here because that's from the funky one as well, and I love that one. And the dropout piece for that one is really nice. Look at that. Super fun to use. Let me see. I see a butterfly here. Oh, this is actually a little tag in here. And then here you go again. So all the elements, stencil behind it. So, and Ilse is like her junk journals are so bulky all the time. It's it's so much fun. And again, so this is one of the girls with the butterfly as a wing, basically. So you can do two sides if you want to. And sometimes I see things and think, what is that? And then I really need to look well. Oh, now I see behind the flamingo here. There's another edge here that she put in there. And then we end with the pockets. Oh, I didn't get the pocket out yet. Oh, she stitched there. Look at that. So she probably did some stamping and then she actually stitched it. And then this part that you see here is also part of the die set. I didn't see that before. You see, that's this one that she put here. So she watercolored that. So, and then just showing that element. How cool is that? That's actually super cool. You see, do I need to look on the back? Of course I need to look on the back. It's if she's whispering in my ear, else turn it around, turn it around. So here we have the artsy pens and then half the wing here again. How cool is that? Okay. I did not take that out before. You see, there's so much you see, and that's all the time. If I flick through it next time, it will be different again, and I will see elements again. So that's that one. Then we have the one that Charlene created. That's this one. So it has a tag in the front here, so I can pull that out. Of course, you can put little notes in there. You can put little elements, die-cut elements, pictures. So, and the size of this one is a passport size, they call it. So it's all your passports are the same size. So that's the size that this one is. And here you see the envelope and the stamps used here. I love the watercoloring that Charlene did here. And it looks like she just sewed the paper first, if I'm correct, and then watercolor over it. And then, so here it says, so that's one of the stamps, summer journal, and just that one element from the Flower Power die set is fantastic. And I will explain a little bit about the dies as well. Here it says junk journal. sunshine, summer, of course, the girl with the glasses, super cool for that. And as you can see here with the stamp, what she did, and I think, let me see where the stamp is. And you see, so she colored it really, really summery. Super, super cool to see. So her coloring, and that's what I'm going to do in the hours that I have in between, because it's, what is it now? Like 1 o'clock. So when I'm on again, it's 1 o'clock at night for me. So I have like at least 10 hours of crafting in front of me. So when I'm back the third hour, I have lots and lots to show you. I promise it will be fun. You see that one, and then just some cut paper, and then here you see the stamps and the girl and one of the flower elements. It's from the floral die set from insert. And then this one here, you see the edges, cork here cuts, and so super, super fun. So, and then I'm working on my own one, so I can show you that in a second. Do you want me to go through the collection quickly as well, Haley?
Yes, if you can show us what we've got within the actual collection as well, and explain why they're kind of a key part of the whole collection.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so this one, so that is the butterfly pocket insert die set. So basically what you have that long die, that's this one. And I have like because I'm traveling, I have a small die cutting machine, like the normal size with me. And then this is too long, but you go in from one side, turn it around, go in from the other side. So I can easily do that here. So you fold it over, then you have the pockets. Then that comes with those beautiful butterfly wings. I have one here. And those are really, really pretty. You see, that's the large one here that I have here. And I just cut those out of watercolor paper and then color those. And just cutting the elements and playing with that, it's already, you know, so much fun. Oh, I don't know how I had that on it. Like this, maybe. Doesn't matter. And then this comes with it. So that's all in the same set. So that butterfly pocket insert die set, it's humongous. So this is the tag that comes with it. So this one slides in the pocket. Then you have the words here. So you have free, create, artsy pens, be loose, fly, junk, and shine. And then you see some letters here. So what Ilse and Charlene did is, because all the letters used in this set or in these words didn't make a full alphabet, so they just added those letters to make it into a full alphabet. So what I did then, I started a box. I have that for our reinforcements. Everybody that watches Hochanda know our reinforcement sets. And so I made the alphabet here. Oh, it should go this way, but you know. So I have just the whole alphabet here. So 24 boxes, and then I had 2 doubles in here. So those are ready to go. I cut them out of black and out of watercolor paper. So I can make any word I want, any name you want, of course. If you put a picture in there and it's, you know, it would be Annika or Tom, then I can make their names from the same font as well. Then this is the decorative insert die set. So that's the plain page. And then, of course, you can put your edges on it to make it different. Like that's what I did here with this one. So basically, I cut this one out of the plain die set. And then after that, I did the edge, and that makes this edge then. So that's you can do that. And then with those beautiful, beautiful flowers to go with that, I have one here. You see, that's this one. So they are absolutely beautiful to use, like this little element. That's super cool as well. I have that here. If you make like a little bundle of those are so pretty. If you see it as a die, you think, okay, but then you cut it and you think, okay, that's super cool. And then this one, this is the decorative insert die set. So that it kind of has a torn edge to it. And then you have those like the paint drippings here, the hearts there, and then those elements, and we're going to use those as well in the show. And then you have the hearts here. And then this one is the Junk Journal Extras die set. And I told you the first hour, so I will do the third hour, so that will be tomorrow morning for you. And then the hour after that, so the 4th hour of the one-day special, will be videos, because then I will sleep, will be videos from Ilse and Charlene. And Ilse made one to show you how to create the book. And there's actually different ways to do it, but she's going to show you the basics. And then we promise that we will make a video of that. And I think she has it ready, but that's a little bit longer, kind of how you can make thicker books as well. So let me show you quickly. So this is what she created for me. So I just started to add like some stenciling on here. So I'm going to work with that as well. And then this is the starters, like that's that front page that you see here. But you can also put this as a decorative piece in your journal, as I showed you earlier in the one from Ilse, I think. And then you have all those edges that you can use. So what I noticed, so these are like 2 separate pages, but then you see we have like 4 little booklets basically. Like this is a booklet. So this is a separate part, and she has 4 of those in there. And she's going to show you how to make that booklet. And I saw the video already. It's actually pretty easy, but you just want to know how to do the stitching. I think it's called something Japanese, but so that's how you do that. Super easy. So you have the edges, and then this part, that is the beginning. So that's this die. And then this one, that's for the booklet. So if you want to make those booklets, you need to have holes here as well. And I have a small sample from that here. So that will be this one, you see. So this one will go on here. You die cut it, and then you have your holes here to use for the side of your pages here. So that's that one. Super, super cool. But again, it's also a decorative one for your journal. Then we have the journal edges die set. So you have 4 different edges. And I know I tried somehow, just showed you one. So this was the one that you have here. So that's one. It's super, super nice. And what I like about it is it doesn't end perfectly, because that's what junk journaling is. You know, it doesn't need to be perfect by far. At the end, it looks perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. So here you have that edge die. So here you see that's that one as well. It's the same one. And then this is just my book that I tried things on. Oh, here I have the other one. That's one of the edges. And I think I have them all in here, but I don't know. I was looking for it. Oh, here you have one. I think I'm missing one. But you see, so you can do it on the long side, but you can also do it on the short side of your page. And of course, for cards as well. I will prepare a card as well during my break. And then these are the flower power die sets. Super cool elements, I have to say. Look at this. Here, I'll show you a few. Because I have like that one. Because I have a lot of pieces cut out here. And then where's the long one? Like this one, you see. So these are just 3 of those. But you can see if you put these like in a little cluster, that would look so cool. So, and just cut those elements and play with it, of course. That's the only thing I can say. So those are the dies. Then quickly through the stamps. So this is the block alphabet stamp set. And then this is the, you know, you will use this for everything because it's just a super cool set. So that's a journal word stamp set. So it says beauty, relax, create, and then summer, and then peaceful, sunshine, sea, and then it has some artsy pens. I will read that to you. So the artsy pens is kind of a theme to go through this set. That moment that you are in the mood to make some gorgeous pages in your loose leaf journal. Then you wear your artsy pens. And then it has sea salts, that's the medium that gives a marvelous effect when you sprinkle it on wet watercolor. So that's the sea salt one, and we all do that. So you have the sea salt, and then you sprinkle it on wet paint, and it will kind of draw into the salt. These are the Funky Chicks. Those are designed by Ilse. Then we have, oh, it's raining here, very loud. And then we have the Hip Chicks stamp set. Then we have the Poppy Dream stamp set. And this one is like, it's hard to see, but I have that here as well, stamped out. So that's this one. Super nice, super nice. And then we have the Water Creature stamp set. You might even hear it raining. I don't know if you hear it. But then the 4 stencils. This is Archie pens. And I just stenciled it with opaque paste and did some watercoloring. And I'm going to use those later and just cut those up. This is the Bloom stencil. This is the Wave stencil. And then this, last but not least, is the Rock stencil. So that's the complete collection. And then, of course, and you know, you showed it really well, but that paper, because the paper is absolutely stunning. So I would suggest, if you want to start this, the paper pack is, I think, a must. But you know, you can. It's such a gorgeous paper. And of course, don't forget your journal self, like the jeans ones, or the jeans one, or the vintage brown one.
Oh, Els, so much within this bundle. It's incredible. We can't hear the rain, but we've got enough rain of our own without needing yours as well.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to let you get ready for your first demonstration, Els, and I'm going to talk people around the bundles that we've got for us, for you, and also that fabulous deal. And as Els showed you there, everything works so well together, but equally so they work independently. They're also going to work with other things that you've got within your stash. And I love that pocket with that large size tag coming in that one die set. The butterfly wings, love the fact that you've got them separate. So of course you can double cut those and have them coming together, maybe add in an abdomen of your own choice. And also those letters. What a clever concept where all the letters come together to complete the alphabet. I think it's so clever. And you've got little tiny rivets within those as well. The papers lend themselves beautifully because as you can see there are things like the seed pods and the flowers coming through. Of course the fabulous little turtle making an appearance, and how beautiful these cut out of that darker cardstock. Very, very effective. And again, everything is echoed through the stitching line that you've got within there, those pages, edges. You have got absolutely loads in this. And we had a lovely email come in from Kim. It's come through to our studio, and she's invested in the pages before from the original set, and she said, yep, she's already gone for this one as well, as have many of you. And I love the fact that you kind of got that drippy edge there, which of course works so well with that kind of coffee mark that we saw a few moments ago as well. So everything works beautifully together, and you've got that incredible saving with this one. If you have just joined us, we're talking about our one-day special and the complete collection that Elizabeth Craft Designs have brought to us, and the lovely Els. And of course, Charlene and the lovely Elsa creating all of these wonderful pieces. Now, as you heard from Els, she is going to be here obviously live during this hour. She's staying up. It'll be about 1 o'clock in the morning when she joins us tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock with Adam. So Els will be with us. She's also going to be with us at 4 o'clock, but then the 12 o'clock show, we've got some videos to share with you from Charlene and Ilse, because they are the designers behind this, and it'd be lovely to see their input on where their ideas came from. So there's going to be, was it 2 videos each? Oh, from each of them. Oh, that's definitely one worth tuning in for then, isn't it? Now, your one-day special is in front of me here, and you are going to get all of those wonderful stamps, fabulous die, and of course you're going to get those stencils as well. £14 saving with that one. Next bundle that we've got for you, you've got a similar sort of saving with that particular one, and again it's a £14 saving. So it's £18 saving with your one-day special. £14. No, it's not. No, I'm getting it the wrong way around. £14 on that one. £14 on the next one. It's £18 on the overall bundle. So that's £28 saving. You've got the papers. If you've got a Freedom members discount, you can get hold of those papers discounted down. And the reason I mention that is because lots of you have been adding those in alongside the complete collection, but you will get them in the complete collection as well. Talking about the complete, you are going to get everything. So you're going to get your £14 from your one-day special, your £14 from your second bundle, and of course those wonderful papers, and that's where you get that additional £18 saving. Means that overall you are going to get a £46 saving, and approaching half the stock has gone. Now, it's a considerable investment of anybody's money. That is why we have got 3 flexi buys on this one, and that also means that if you did want to add in any of those additional elements, like the papers, like your little passport journals, or the cover should I say, then you can add those in as well. And you can add them in their multiples. We don't know how long we're going to have them for. We don't know when we'll see them again. So that's why it's good to add everything into your basket and spread the cost over those 3 payments. Details that are on your screen, so 778005 will get you everything that we've been chatting of there. I'm going to give you some additional details as well, because lots of you have been taking those little notebooks, adding them into your basket as well. 2 choices with these. You've got your fabulous kind of vintage looking one. I love this. It's almost like a leather look effect. And as Elle said, very traditional in style, which I do like that. And of course you can embellish that to your heart's content as well. The jeans version, 20% of the stock of that one has gone. Now the jeans version is where you've got that blue and that fabulous pocket on the front that Els was sharing with us, and that is this one. Again, Freedom members, you've got a discount on this one, £12.59. And I love that kind of cloth look. It really looks like the denim coming through there. The way that they've got the texture is absolutely spot on. Now, the blue one has proved to be very popular, and 40% of the stock has gone of that one. So if that one is the one that you're choosing, then I'd certainly get involved soon rather than later. And look at that, you can stencil, you can stamp on them, you can stitch through them, you will have loads of fun. So 087403 if you're wanting to get hold of those. Now, I think Els is ready. I can see some gorgeous things on her work area, so I'm going to hand back over to Els, and I'm going to avidly sit and watch alongside you.
Hi, yes, I'm ready for sure. So what I did, I cut some elements and I watercolored a little bit. So I thought I'm going to decorate a page with that. And so this is like the basic page, so from the floral insert die set. And so I cut that already. And let me see, oh, it might, now I was going to do it on this. I was actually going to do it on the back side of this paper, because what I notice a lot of time myself, I kind of do fronts and then I forget the backs in first. So I thought, oh, let me do the back now this time. And I cut a piece of craft paper. And what I thought I'm going to do, I'm going to rough that up a little bit, and maybe the page itself as well. So that will be my background. And what Charlene and Ilse would do it actually cut it up, tear it apart, like tear it up as well. But I think for this one, because what I have here is the page as well, so I'm going to do the same for the pages, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm looking almost forward to like 10. I have 10 hours of crafting in front of me. So not leaving the house. And right now, I think nobody's leaving the house because it is really coming down. But it looks sunny again as well. So I don't know. The sun might come out quickly as well. So I think I'm going to put that one on there. And then I had some burlap here. And I had some word stamp. Let me see where I got those. I know I had a paper with some word stamps already, because then I can tear that apart. Yeah, found it. You see, so I took some words already from the let me see, that is the journal word stamp set, that one. So I thought I can use that, tear it up a little bit. So with this one, I'm going to take my double-sided tape. Just making like a mat. And then I'm going to use that edge from the junk journal set. And again, that's also the one that Ilse will show during the 4th hour, how to start your journal. And the rest we'll put on the Crafting with Hochanda as well, like the instructions to make a thicker book. So it's not difficult at all, but you just know how to, kind of need to see how to do the stitching. So I'm going to do this. And then I thought I'm going to put this on there. And only putting some tape here. And what you can do if you don't, because I thought I'm going to put burlap over it, but if you don't want to do that, you can also kind of use a piece of thread or in a different color and go through there and then use it as a decor. You see, so you can go in and out and use that as a decorative element as well. So just do like go through the whole thing with a piece of twine as well. So that's another way you can use that. And I love that you can use that journal. And I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do in those 10 hours because I want to start. On the way here, I actually bought some twine that I think I can use to make the junk journal myself. Or I might just start decorating the junk journal from that Ilse created for me. Let me see. And what you can see here, because that's what I always mean, like I'm kind of, you can call it boring, but just like I'm not that wild, I think that's the correct way to say it, as Ilse and Charlene are yet. And I think, but that's also what I love about it, because I'm a beginning, and that's how I started with the planners, with the sidekick. So everything that whole kind of way of crafting is new to me. And that's what I think for a lot of our customers as well. So that's why I like it so much, that I can craft and you can kind of grow. We can all grow together. And I think that's super cool to do. So I actually found some of the dies I had from, oh, that will be nice. So I color that. And that's what I always do, like color. I actually was cutting this in the RV while we were driving, because that's, because when you sit in just on your butt, it's nice to do something. I'm not the type that is doing nothing. That's just not me. So if we're in an area that is not as exciting, it's a lot of times you have exciting landscapes, so you just watch, but sometimes you don't. You see, and you can kind of wiggle that a little bit, but that's that. And then let me see. I'm going to put it over or under. I think I might put it over. So I'm going to put this down first. I'm just using some glue here, and this is a glue that dries clear, so I can just put it on there, and it will kind of push through a bit, but that's fine because at the end it will be totally done. Like you don't see it anymore. Maybe peek a little bit through with the white at the bottom. You see, so I see the glue here, but it will, when it's dry, you won't see it anymore. So that's good. And then I'm going to put that on there. I kind of like the tone on tone with this one because I just love a turquoise color. That's always like turquoise craft. That's, you know, I really like those colors. I'm going to put a little bit lower like that. And then I thought, because poppies are a lot of times they are white, red, and I thought I'm going to put going to glue these down a bit because otherwise they flip, when you flick through the book they will get stuck. So like that. And then I wanted to do, that's my wild part on this one. My wild part, just like put a little bit of the, like one red peeking through there. This, and I can just lift this again, kind of slide it underneath there. So then I have that one, and I also had one of the, that's actually from the earlier collection from Ilse and Charlene, that because that's basically a little bit of a poppy seed one as well. No, I don't like that. I'm going to put the yellow hearts with that because I think, or one of them, because I think that's cool with the yellow and the red and the blue. So I'm going to add that one here. There you go. I'm just going to pick that under here. You see, and then you have another page ready. You see, so you can do that and then slide it in. And I can do that. Find a spot for it, and then I can decorate another one. So that's kind of how I build. And as I said before, this is my first ever journal, like junk journal kind of thing that I made. So for me it's all new. So I'm just going to slide it in somewhere. Let me see the middle one here, and that's what I told earlier, what I need to get used to as well, that when you pop something in, that it's going to be like a difference. You see, that one is nice. Oh, that can work together. So I'm going to put those here because it always ends up with another page. So as I told the first demo, what I did, that I you see, that's nice. And then, and this one I need to work on. This one was me just testing how those butterflies look, and they're gorgeous. Here's another one. And then the first one that I did was this one. And then, of course, you kind of make it as 2 pages. But at the end, you know, they might not end up together because if I slide another one over here, then, but I can also slide it in here. So it's kind of, you know, and I think that's cool. It gives you kind of, it pushes you to more being more creative, because you can plan as you want to, but at the end it will all show up different. And I think that's actually a cool part about working on your junk journal, on your journal.
I couldn't agree more. And Els, that fabulous page that you created there, it wouldn't look out of place as a greeting card with a little sentiment on there. All the techniques you showed with us, easily transferable over to card making.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will show that as well during one of the shows.
Wonderful, look forward to that. Now I'm going to let you get ready again, Els, for another demonstration. We're working you hard here, but we'll pop back and see Els in a few moments. So it gives me the opportunity to let you know everything that you're getting within here. The complete collection is pretty much the way that most of you are getting hold of these. Some of you are getting hold of the complete collection, and you added in an extra paper pad as well, because of course you can add that in and spread the cost of that over your 3 payments as well. But you're going to get your one-day special. That's got a £14 saving. You're going to get your set number 2, again that's got a £14 saving, and you're also going to get those fabulous papers, and then overall you will get an additional £18 saving, which means that with everything that you can see from me here right the way down to those gorgeous papers, you are saving £46 overall, and you can spread the cost over 3 payments. And what you can also do is add any additional bits and pieces in, whether you want to go for another set of those papers. And don't forget, if you're a Freedom member, you've got those at a discounted price as well, or whether you're adding in some of those wonderful little covers, those passport style covers that Els has been working with, and they are fabulous. Lots of you have been taking advantage of those, and I could imagine you adding more than one of those in. Fabulous vintage tones that you've got with those. You've got that gorgeous kind of denim jean look with those as well. And of course, we're bringing the details up because they are proving to be so popular, and it just works so well. That is the key thing. Els has brought everything together to make this amazing collection. Of course, Charlene and Ilse have been creating this wonderful set of well, inspirations. So whether you're die cutting your pages, then taking those pages maybe from your 12 by 12s, adding in the floral accents, adding in your stamps, adding in your words, adding in all the fabulous little characters, as you can see there, you will have loads and loads of fun. So do stock up on those covers, because I think you'll find yourself wanting more than one of those when you do receive them. 087403, and they're both on the same item number, the two options. Now, one thing I will mention, because at this time of night we have lots of people watching us from all over America, Europe, and of course in the UK. We've got extended delivery with this one, which means that it's dispatched from the UK on the 22nd of July. But because of the current climate, what we're finding is that potentially there will be a slight delay for any of our American viewers. What will happen is we'll transport this over to the couriers over in the US, and then you will get your email with all your tracking details so you can follow its journey. Just there might be a day or two issue with regards to the couriers dealing with those in the States, but don't worry, they will arrive on your doorstep safe and sound, and you'll be able to track that journey right the way through from when it's left us here at the UK. So if you're wanting your complete collection, the details are there on your screen. If you want your additional journals, your notebooks, they are at the bottom of your screen. And of course, don't forget those fabulous papers. Can't believe that we're down to the last 10 minutes of the hour. Els, I'm going to hand back over to you, and I can see that lovely dragonfly. What are your plans this time?
Yeah, well, is it only 10 minutes? My goodness, it's always going so fast. It's unbelievable. It's they always say time flies when you're having fun, and that's honestly true. That's honestly true. So I created this piece of watercolor paper. It's basically a leftover of of one of the edges, and I watercolored it. And then like I was going to watercolor it for this one, but then I didn't like it, the color. But then I saw a page in my journal that I thought, oh, it would be super cool there. So I'm going to stick that there. That's actually the last one. You see this, and it came, look at that, you see, so that turned out gorgeous on here. So I'm just going to stick that here. You see, so basically this is just a leftover of one of the edges, and I just some watercolor, I splattered a little bit, and then I noticed there's some splatter on here, so I thought that is super cool. So I did that. And then that dragonfly is going on here. I cut it out. So this is cut out of the paper. Same as this element. This is also cut out of the paper. So it's there's some super, super fun and nice elements that you can cut out of that paper. Let me edge this a little bit, that it's not too white. So just edging that, make it a little bit less white. And it also, I don't need to kind of cover all the white, but just a little bit. Let me do this side as well. So here, so we had a lot of rain, and now the sun is coming out again. It's weird weather, but it's good weather to sit inside, I have to say. No complaints here, no complaints. And I can't wait, because I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to do a lot of crafts and Facebook Lives while I'm here, because, you know, I'm here anyway for the next 13 days now. I should make a sheet, because I'm pretty sure. Somebody asked, oh, are you in a hotel? I said, no, we're in a townhouse, and we have 2 levels. I said, maybe at the end of the 2 weeks, one of us will be living upstairs and one of us will be living downstairs. But the beginning is very good. It looks promising. It looks promising. And then I have this one, and I probably going to watercolor a little bit on that. But for now, I'm going to edge it. And let me see. So that's one of the stamps from the stamp set, the Journal Words stamp set. So, oh, if I do this, you don't see that much of the white anymore. So that's that. And then I should put something behind there. Let me see what I have. I have all those cool elements. I have this. I have this one. I have this one. I think I used that one earlier already. So let me use another one. This one is super. This I love this one. Super, super nice. So I'm going to put that behind it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And again, all my pages basically are like it's a beginning, but it's not done yet. So, and that's the cool thing about the whole journaling, the junk journaling. You start something, and then you go back. And looking at that paper, it almost looks like it's gold splatter. So I might take this one out, and then during the in between, like add some gold embossing powder and kind of etch it a little bit. I think that will be super nice as well. I know I have another one like this here, or I can bring this element in, but oh, I like that. Yeah, okay. I like that. So I'm just going to trim it off then. So just a little bit of glue here. So just add that there and then trim this off. This could actually go somewhere as well. It's all decorative. And then I'm going to add that beauty, and I'm probably going to staple that one. And I have some cool ribbon as well. You see, so you're basically going to hide that one partially, but I think that's good. Maybe I'm going to, no, not staple it still. Here you go. You see, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This will make a beautiful greeting card as well.
Nice,
what do you think, Haley?
I really like that. And like you say, perfect to go on a greeting card. And that little beauty there, the hand-scripted stamp that you've got there, I mean, that is perfection. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I've loved everything that Els has shown us. And don't forget, Els is going to be with us live 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. My goodness, Els, are you going to get any sleep tonight?
No, well, maybe before a little bit, but we'll see. But I'm actually so pumped about working on this journal that I might just keep going, I have to say.
I love that. Do you want to show us some of the other pages that you've got in there, Els?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let me put this flat here. So this is the first one. This is actually the first one I created. So this is the butterfly pocket die insert. So it has the tag in there. So I still need to decorate the tag here. And I have one almost ready to go, like with, so I did some stenciling and some watercoloring in that. So that might go in there. But and I did the letters here to create, and I made a shadow with black ones there. And of course the heart is one of the elements. Then this one, I love those butterfly wings. So there's 3 different sizes. So I actually have them. This one is embossing powder, and then this one is watercolor. But I also cut them out of vellum, because look at that. That might also be really pretty. You see if it kind of put, oh, that might be nice. Yeah, that might go there. That might go there, because then you have like a double wing. This is the element, like one of the decorative elements. This is one of the edges. And then here, so this one I did black cardstock with tape on the back, put it on watercolor paper, watercolored a bit, and then cut it out. This is the this is the insert, so just the insert from the label, so not the whole label. The artsy pens here, the letters, and here I just kind of used vellum, and I don't know what it's going to be. I just wanted to cut out the different flowers at the beginning. And this is also the paper from Charlene and Ilse that I used there, with double-sided adhesive on the back. And here are the other 2 elements. So there's lots that needs to be done here. Here's one of the edges.
I love those edges.
Yeah, here I just glued down 2 of the elements from the flower power die sets. Here I put one down with tape and colored with marker, like permanent marker. This is the edge from the decorative insert die set that you see here. And then this is one of the edges. So all ready to go. Here this is the stamp from, is it from the Water Creatures stamp set? I think, let me see, is that one on there? I need to see, I think it is. Yeah, that is on there. And here you see the 2 hearts. So this is just like me playing. Oh, I colored these with watercolor and then added some white gel pen. I love that. So that's kind of just made it pop a little bit more. And that's just the paper. Oh, that's actually the one I just worked on. You see, that's this one. Here's just the wings, just to kind of see how it worked out. This one is with gold embossing powder. And here I have a double one as well. You see, so a shadow behind it. And it says shine here. And then these are the edges. And then this is the one I worked on in the first show. And just adding those different elements, and like the tea bag, and this is like a drawing that I cut out of an old book. And I actually stamped beauty here as well. I see I just did it in the break. And oh, and here I just put down like watercolor, and I just wanted to see how those elements are in the beginning. So that's that one, just with some watercolor. And we're going to add things like that. You see, you can add anything you want to that one. So that's the start of my, and then of course this one that we just did. So that's the start of my journal.
That looks beautiful. I love that back page that you've done there. Can't wait to see how it all comes together as well. And I love the way that that butterfly has been used, almost like a leaf alongside those flowers. So yeah, very creative. Thank you for sharing that with us, Els. We're going to say goodbye to you. We've only got a few minutes left at the end of the show, so I'm going to take everybody through everything that we've got here. So look forward to seeing you in the morning at 8 o'clock here.
Yeah, absolutely. See you, Hayley. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. And thank you again. And as we left Els there, you saw those fabulous covers there. Don't forget to add those in alongside your complete collection, because you will need those to pop those pages in. They're so easy. They just slot in there. Couldn't be simpler. And of course, when you've got the one day special, you will have that die that will allow you to create those elements. So your main die is going to create those wonderful pockets, as you saw from Els there. But don't forget, on the reverse of that, you have got some elements. Do not throw these out. Of course, they're going to be on your packaging, so make sure you detach those. You've got your outside tag there, and you've got your element that's going to cut into your pocket as well, if you so choose. And then of course you've got your additional words there, and of course those filler letters, because the design, I think, is brilliant. Charlene and Elsa have designed that alphabet with loads of different sentiments and then filling in those additional letters. The beautiful die cuts that Els was working with, these are absolutely exquisite. Whether you're cutting them out of your craft card, if you're cutting them out of your black cardstock, you are going to get some beautiful results. And of course, you've got all those wonderful edges there as well. You've also got the holes that are going to be perfect for your lining up. So when you do want to stitch your elements together, then there you go. You don't have to worry. You can do that easily. And then of course, the gorgeous stencils, they're large enough to cover your covers, but also small enough that if you want to use them just on your pockets or just a hint of that design, then you can do. And within your one day special, you are getting all of those and those fabulous stamps as well. And the stamps are inspirational because they're giving you those words like beauty there. And I love the thought of us all pulling on those artsy pants and getting crafting. Summer, relax. And I love the definition stamps that you've got there as well. They just work so well with this collection, don't they? And I love that, giving yourself creative freedom to just enjoy the gift to do whatever you want within your journal. And that is the key thing. That's what it's all about. Nothing right, nothing wrong. It's just whatever you want to create. And of course, with the one day special, you've got the fabulous starting point to do so. Now the details are on your screen there. So if you do want to go for your one day special, you can, with the £14 saving. But of course, set number 2 is available to work alongside it. This is where they kind of cross over. There's elements from set 2 that will work with set 1, and likewise the other way around. And in here, again, you've got decorative edges, you've got those beautiful stencils. Again, artsy pants, you can see echoed through this. That wonderful page there. Elsa's already got some papers that have been designed, but kind of started with these. She's going to be working with those in her demonstrations. And then, of course, you've got the funky chicks there that are going to work alongside the hippie chicks that we saw just a few moments ago. Then, of course, you've got things like your starfish, the dragonfly we saw Els working with, beautiful poppies, the seed pods. I love the little hexagons with these as well, and those gorgeous little heart-shaped petals or leaves. And then, of course, the squiggly hearts there, and those drippy little marks there that could be coffee marks. Again, the edges, you've got that kind of drippy edge again there. You've got the notepad edge there, the lace edge, and of course the alphabet that is going to team up with all those wonderful sentiments that we saw. And you've got all of that in set 2 with a £14 saving. But you've got the papers. Now, Elsa's been using these papers throughout, so they're fabulous to use in loads of ways. Cut your pages out with these if you're wanting to. Use them with your card making. Do not throw anything away, though, from these, because they all work so beautifully. And you'll recognise certain elements within those papers, like the turtles, like the dragonflies, like the script, like those kind of bleached out elements of the papers that are going to work so well. And the beauty is they're 12 by 12, so it gives you a huge amount of scope. You can see you've got a Freedom Members discount on these, and the reason we've got these on the screen is not only do you get them in the complete bundle we've been chatting about, but you have the ability to add an extra pack in, and it means you can spread the cost over the 3 payments as well. And what you will find within each of these pages, you've got double-sided elements, but none of these are repeated. So for instance, if I bring these 2 papers in, oh actually they're 2 different ones, but you will find that you've got different back pages to each one of those. Now, what you've got with your papers is all those gorgeous elements that we've spoke of with the complete collection, but this time you have got an additional saving of £18. That means overall you are saving £46. What a saving. And don't forget, add in those additional planners, those little journals. You've got your vintage, you've got your denim, and don't forget, if you can stretch to an additional pack of paper, it's certainly worth your while. Just works out about an extra £4 on each of those flexi buys. Els is going to be back with us in the morning, so make sure you do join at 8 o'clock with Adam, and then of course we're going to have Charlene and Ilse who will be here with their videos, 4 videos at 12 o'clock, and then we can see more from Els at 4 o'clock. So make sure you tune in for those, but make sure you join me straight after the break. We've got some deals for you.